all your people-pleasing behaviours are basically an expression from your inner child who still thinks he's a child and is still seeking approval and therefore safety from people around him. If you think about how you were as a child or how any child is, you'll notice that they're constantly needing attention, constantly needing approval and connection from mum or dad or maybe teachers, and then we go to school and we need it from the other kids at school, right? So from a very young age we're developing this need for attention, this need to be seen and noticed. I mean, it's literally a survival response. We do it in order to feel safe because we have this inbuilt drive to survive, right? We don't want to die, and especially for back in the past for thousands of years, like if we didn't get constant attention, we would die. We'd be left out in the forest or wherever we were living. So this need for attention and approval is very, very deep in us, and we can't heal it just by pretending it's not there. We can't heal it by suppressing it and putting on a bunch of character traits that are designed to literally hide from our true inner wounds. When you look at the way most people operate in the world, they're literally their identity, their behaviour traits, their personalities, mostly unconsciously formed to hide from certain emotions. So someone who's overly angry and like puffs their chest up, they're often hiding sadness, shame, hurt that they don't want to go into, and then that toughness is an expression of I'm hurting inside, I need to keep the world at bay, the world's scary. Now the opposite of that guy is the nice guy, the people pleaser. So quite often the people pleaser will have a lot of stored anger and rage hidden within, but the outer expression is I'm not angry, I'm good, like I need approval and I need to be I need connection and things like that. But they often lie and manipulate and control who they're being in order to be seen as good, because they think that the anger within them is bad and wrong, so they're hiding it down. We learned that our anger is wrong and bad and shameful. So the work, if you're more of a nice guy, is to get into the rage and the anger that you've got stored inside and bring it up in a healthy way in order for you to essentially see that it's not bad. And once you tapped into that energy and you can feel your anger more and you're more okay with your anger, then, and you're more okay with confrontation, you feel more grounded in life, then the things that the nice guy has challenges with, such as conflict, become easier, because you know that you're not going to just shoot up into your head and go into a state of shame. You're going to remain more grounded on the ground. You know, your energy is going to be lower, and therefore you feel more stable in conflict. And because of that, you can then express yourself more, because you know on an unconscious level that if the words you're saying trigger or offend someone and they want to attack you in some way, you know, you can handle that, and therefore you're freer to open yourself up. So it's a form of self-love, essentially, when the voice opens up, right? After the heart is the voice. So once we can accept and love ourselves more, we don't feel rejection so much, and then the least we feel rejection, the more we're able to say the words that we really want to say. So in my life, I was always very closed at the voice. I still am in some areas. There's still areas I need help in opening up more in the voice, with my voice. But it used to be hidden in many different areas, and now it's like I've allowed it to open up. So I can sit here doing a video knowing there's people that are passing that will be hearing what I'm saying, and I don't hold myself back there. I can run workshops now where people come to hear me talk, and so I'm speaking in front of groups. And all these things were very challenging for me only a few months ago, and now it's become very easy and just a new part of my reality, based on, one, the willingness to step into fear and do some of these scary things that I'd been avoiding doing for so long. So like getting out into the world and just accepting you're going to have to face some of your bullshit that you've got stored. I don't want to call it bullshit, you know what I mean. The stories are bullshit, but you know the feelings aren't. The feelings are real. and also doing a lot of grounding work. So at one stage I was doing like an hour of grounding every single day, like 7 days a week, of putting my consciousness down into my legs and my lower body, just really getting rooted into the ground. And then the effects it has on your life is huge. I know almost no one that does this practice regularly, and everyone's still searching online and on videos and in books for things that's going to help them get whatever it is they want to get, but without realising that really all it takes is to drop all of that seeking, because it's the seeking that's coming from up here that's communicating, I'm not okay, I need something to feel good, and coming back to being. So you can just be in the frequency of you, be who you, be your essence, essentially. And that's where your power lies. That's where you can just be who you want to be and not allow anyone's opinions to stop you in any way. And you can just you just naturally become freer, essentially. I can't remember at all how I started this video, so I'm not sure if there's a thing that I was going to end on, but I think we'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Click the link if you want to subscribe to my sign-up page. I'm going to be sending emails out, just like an email subscription. There's things that are difficult to, I can't really talk about on social media that I can on the email. So yeah, put your email address down there if you wish, and I'll see you in the next video.